Warning, this video may contain content that may not be suitable for children or anyone else that is easily offended. Strong language, graphic content, nudity, bad jokes, and a possible idiot, aka myself, may be featured in the following clip. Viewer discretion is advised. Channel is not responsible for any damages that you receive watching this video.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Zems, and welcome back to another movie review. Boy, this movie was stupid.
Bruh.
I ain't not gonna waste y'all time, bro. This movie was about like a 2 out of 10 max. I don't know who wrote the script, bro, but they need to be slapped by every person that sat through and watched the whole hour and 27 or hour and 30 minutes, whatever it may be. Just right off the bat, it was just something I just didn't feel right. It was just no connection to the characters. They wasn't chilling nowhere. They just automatically just started like on some kind of road trip. I guess they tried to like refabricate like the other Texas Chainsaw Massacres, and it didn't work. So they driving down. It's like 4 of them. I don't remember their names. I'll just remember Dante. Her name is Melody, and they were driving down a gas station. Melody was kind of pissing me off kind of like earlier in the movie because she's driving down south. Now mind you, Dante's black and he's driving down south. You know what I'm saying? That was a red flag. They had a dude in the driver's seat, right? I'm thinking like, oh, okay, this is going to be the shortest movie ever because he's black. You know what I'm saying? His red flag indicators are going to go off. They're going to drive off home, and then the story's going to end there, and they live happily ever after. But no, he wasn't your ordinary black dude. He's the one you'd be like, hey, what's up, bro? He'd be like, howdy, partner. Like he was one of those types. So they had a gas station. Melody starts mumbling, talking smack to some dude. Like, I don't know why people decide to do that in another state or country that you go to. You start talking smack about people. Like, bro, you're on their turf. Why would you even go out of your way to be talking shit when they could just clap you and they not even know what is going to happen to you, right? Not even 10 minutes into the movie, dude gets pulled over. I was like, oh, that's it. They about to Rodney King on this man, right? So they pull him over. They're like, oh man, you're that one police officer. I guess he was like some social media star with his girlfriend or whatever it may be. I think Melody was, but Melody was kind of irritating me the whole movie. He's like, yeah, I'm just saying, we're just out here trying to make sure, for your comfort and for your safety and all this stuff, make sure everything goes your way and blah, blah, blah. And just your typical red flag type thing where you be like, wait a minute, what's going on? But nobody asked any questions. They're going about their merry way. And then they get to some old ass house of wax looking town that had nobody nowhere, bro. And they just, I guess they're there to claim property that was deemed expired on the deed and stuff like that. But we're gonna get back into that later. So the town is mad empty. There's no one to be found, bro. There's your typical tumbleweeds and everything. Typical tumbleweeds and everything else, going on. And I'm like, okay, why are they here? Like, they're all happy, like, oh my God, this place is everything I meant to be, bro. Like, what is this picture, bro? Like, you can just tell it was just somewhere that you shouldn't be, right? So they go into some building. It's like a 1925 orphanage, you know what I'm saying? It was a nice little old lady. I felt like she was nice at the beginning, kind of, right? So they go in, they're just walking through the house and stuff because the reason they went in the house for the first time was because, they had people come in to view, the place they have found and stuff like that. They're gonna hang out and do whatever it is they was doing, right? I still don't remember what was the whole point of it, but they come and they see a Confederate flag. So the dude's like, what's a Confederate flag? I'm having people here any minute now. So he tried to go in there and take the flag down, and then, he couldn't get it. So the old lady comes out and she's like, what are you doing in my house? And then here's like, oh, we're here to blah, blah, blah this. And then dude just start talking reckless to the old lady, like, you don't got the deed to the house and this, then show it to me and stuff like that. And you got a Confederate flag outside and what are you doing this and that, right? So I'm thinking she a sweet old lady. She offers some tea and stuff like that. So they're like, she's like, and oh my, she's like, it's not that the Confederate flag, it's just that my father used to, and that's the only thing that I have left of him, and I don't have no problem with people like you. I love me. I was like, I know damn well she didn't do it right. So next thing you know, they're getting ready to leave. They heard commotion and stuff like that. So I guess it's supposed to be Leatherface. Dude is on top of the stairs posing like he's just the messiah of all serial killers known to mankind, a very horror movie. And I'm just like, he looks stupid, bro. He looked like a big ass like Mick Foley on a P90X regiment. Like, he just looked dumb. And then what made me kind of messed up was at the end of that, but she lived in that place for 50 years, and then they had the police escort her out and stuff like that. So long story short, the other girl that hops in the car, it's a white girl, I can't remember her name, but she hops in the car, she volunteers to go with this ambulance with the old lady. I don't know why she did it. I thought it was just stupid. Like, I get it. You're trying to be there, you're trying to be nice, but it's just like, it's not your grandma, it's not your mom. Like, why are you hopping in this thing with this person? Just let Leatherface or whoever he was at the time go with them and let the police escort him, right? So I guess the pressure was too much for the old lady that was living inside the orphanage because she had a heart attack and she died, right? And this was the part when I knew the movie was going downhill. It was just so stupid, right? So he dies. Like, what set him off was the mom. So the mom ends up dying, and then once she dies, he just shuts down, right? The police, he's shaking like the oxygen tank trying to wake up his mom, and the police officer stops his hand. He kung fu grabs this dude. I guess he got like the Goku strength or whatnot, and then he grabs dude's hands and bends it like this, and he broke it in some kind of way where his forearm bone or whatever came out, and then he stabbed dude in his neck with his own bone. And I was just like, okay, that's unique, but it was kind of stupid at the same time. So he stabbed a dude like that, right? And he tried to pull the gun, and he shoots the driver. They crash to some like little tractor field and whatnot, bro. It was just stupid. Like, this girl had every chance to run. She's sitting there like, the radio come in. She's worried. Her face. And then some dude's like looking at the radio like, oh my God, it can't be who I think it is. Bruh. And I'm just like, it just ruined the whole concept. Like, it was Leatherface, he's back again. Like, you knew he was Leatherface the whole time, man. And it was just kind of stupid that y'all didn't arrest him when it happened, you know what I'm saying? Lo and behold, he kills old girl too. She was being extra dramatic, trying to use the radio and trying to escape through the window. And it looked like the door was still locked to me. But dude, when he pulled up to the window, bro, look at this dude's face. This dude looked like, damn, I don't know if you guys played Dead by Daylight, but he looked like that clown that be throwing the little potions or whatnot when you be trying to run for him. He had like a little knife, and he had the Pop Goes the Weasel perk. Y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. That's what he looked like. And this whole time, I'm yelling at the TV like, run, bro, run, like get out the car, run, like call another ambulance because you gonna need it, because you just letting this man really just sit there and peel off his mom's face. But you could have just ran. Like, you had enough energy to climb over the seat, bro. You could have had that whole time to run, but you don't want to do that, right? So she gets clapped, and dude, I guess he walks his way back and all that other stuff, and he gets back to the town where he once was. And what made me so mad, bro, I'm walking around like I'm in the movie. I'm out here promoting the movie like, hey, bro, February 18th, make sure you're there. February 18th, be there, be square. Texas Chainsaw's coming out. And I'm like, bro, this movie about to be lit. I put it on my list. I'm just sitting there like waiting. I got my cheese ruffles and everything waiting, like ready to go. Like, I'm ready, and I'm mad. Like, I'm disappointed that horror movies is going down the drain. And the fact that everybody decided to post this on Netflix, they probably was sitting around the conference room like, yeah, we did that. Yeah, another movie. So like, no, bro, Netflix need to take this down as soon as they can. This was not Texas Chainsaw Massacre, bro. I don't know what possessed them to do it, and I was mad because I sat and kept watching and watching and watching, and I thought it was going to get better, and it didn't. So after all that happened, they need to find the deed to the house, right? Because that was the whole point of her getting out of the house, and she ended up dying and stuff. So one of the mechanics dude freaking took the keys from him and was like, well, when you show me the deed to the house, I'll give you your keys back. Because if not, then you did all that for nothing. You end up killing the old lady due to the overrise and, you know, her blood pressure, whatever it may be, right? So they couldn't find it. Dude, Dante left the damn deeds back in Austin, Texas somewhere, and then they was like, oh no, dang, we don't have it, right? A couple minutes passed. They try to go back into the house and find the deed, and dude is getting slapped up by a goddamn Leatherface. So the black dude gets his half of his face like chopped with a butcher knife. It was whack, right? It wasn't the same Leatherface. His stats didn't match up, bro. This dude was look like somebody drunk uncle with a beer belly, bro. It wasn't that same, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre that we knew. It's besides that other one when she was like, oh, I'm your sister, and then they worked together and he started killing people. That was a dumb one too, but not like the other one where they had the little sheriff, you know what I'm talking about, that one crazy ass sheriff, and then the dude in the wheelchair, you know what I'm talking about, like that one. It didn't hit like that one at all, like, but it was a part where he bent dude's leg like a Nike swoosh, and it was nasty. It looked kind of real, like he broke it, like he bent it a certain way. I guess it was some lady that was a sheriff or some lady that was hunting him down like on some Jeepers Creepers stuff. Like, it's been 50 years and I've been waiting to get my hands on him, and she finds the car out in the dead sunflower field. I don't know how she found it. Like, I doubt they had tracking devices on them cars, but she found it in that whole patch of field, and ended up seeing the dead bodies, and she was like, oh my God, he's back. They tried to put some scary little, his Leatherface mom was in the middle of the sunflower patch with her face peeled off. It looked stupid. It looked like the dude from Tales from the Crypt. Like, it was just bad. So Melody is running from this dude in the house, right? So this is one part, they're on the stairs. Freaking Leatherface, he tomahawks her with like a meat cleaver or something, bro. He throws it like this and it hits her in the chest, and then she falls, and then she just falls through the floor. And the scary part of that whole movie to me was when he accidentally was trying to kill Melody, he cut the sewage pipes and all the doodle just fell over her face. I was like, ugh. He could have been like Kakashi Sensei, bro. All you need is a little background. He tomahawked this girl with a meat cleaver from on top of the step. Like, who does that? Like, they made him look like an amateur serial killer, bro, and they just forgot who this man was. They need to go back and put respect on his name because it just wasn't there. And then the corniest part of the whole movie, right? So when Dante came out, when he had already got attacked by Leatherface, or whatever you want to call him, I don't even want to like call him Leatherface because that was not who he was. He ran and fell, and like the mechanic dude from earlier, I took the keys like, oh my God, are you okay? You know, blah, blah, blah. And then, then Melody and all them came, was checking up on him. He was like, get everybody back on the bus. So to get everybody back on the bus, right? And I guess dude is just Usain Bolt because they're driving off and they show him standing outside like this, like on the side. He runs, I guess he pops the tires or the bus breaks down or whatever it is. He gets on the bus, bro, and everybody pulls out cell phones and start recording this man like he's an IG model or something like that. Like he just the baddest thing of all time. He's like, oh bro, if you kill us, you're gonna be canceled, bro. He opens up a can of whoop ass on damn near almost everybody on the damn goddamn bus besides the Melody and her little sister that ended up getting away at some point, right? But then they fast forward to the hardesty lady, bro. She should have been retired, bro. She thought she was that person until the dude let her know she was not that person. I don't know who she thought she was, but she found out who she was when goddamn Leatherface just walked past her like she was nothing. And it pissed me off because you told me you waited 50 years to kill this dude and you had the chance to shoot him. He's right in front of you, like dead ass. Like, I'm looking at you, dude, sitting right here. She could have shot him like 3 or 4 times. I'm just like, why didn't you shoot him, right? So he leaves and he goes back to kill Melody and her sister, and he's like, he's busting out the windows and stuff, and she shoots this man in the chest. He's like, oh dang, I got shot in the chest, I'm hurt, I'm injured. He starts running, she missed like maybe a shot or 2 more shots. He gets away, and I'm just like, you could have killed this man already. End of story, your guy could have got away, but not, right? So she lets Melody and him in the back car, and then before this, she had got out to go try to kill him, and I'll tell you guys before, she went past him because she told them, no, you guys stay here. I'm about to go kill him. I waited 50 years for this, and then she had a chance to kill him and didn't kill him. So I'm just like, what are you doing? Like why would you let this dude get away, right? So fast forward, she gives him the keys. She's like, oh, you know, you guys get out of here or whatnot, right? So this old ass 50 years ago lady, she's hunting them down. She's in the street. She's like, hey, you hear the chainsaw like, and she's like, oh, she's looking around and stuff, bruh. Tell me why this dude, he hops out of the shadow in the alley, right? Like Crouching Tiger, hidden chainsaw. And he's like, blocking shotgun shells with his chainsaw, bro. Like, who does that? Like, he ran, ping, ping, picks this old ass lady up with the chainsaw, bro. Damn. Throws her like 20 feet into some trash can. She's like, and like, you know what I'm saying? So he goes back and tries to kill Melody and the sister again because then again, they're the only 2 people left. He's doing all that stuff and old lady is still alive and somehow she got off 2 shots or something. She shot him again to kind of stop him from killing one of the girls because she was about to die, right? And then I guess it was supposed to be like some part in the moment where she was like, you know, don't run from him anymore. If you run from him, he's gonna haunt you for the rest of your life. And then like she does like this one last little shotgun shell inside the thing. She's like, and I'm like, stop the cap, bro, because she did the same thing to a grown-ass man I was twice your size. A dude died, but for some reason, I guess she was invincible. But before this, when I told you guys when he went inside the house, right, she was like, look at me. I need you to say my name. Say my name. I'm like, bro, who the f think you is? Destiny's Child? Talking about some, say my name when no one is around you. I was like, bro, like, come on, stop the cap. Like, stop the, I don't know why movies do that. Like, we waited for this moment the whole movie. Why are you sitting here having a conversation with this dude? Either shoot the gun or let him be. Like, you sitting here having a conversation with him. Either you gonna shoot or you not gonna shoot. Like, it's not no in between. Say my name. Like, bro, he killed your whole friends and probably somebody from your family. You just letting this dude breathe willingly. Like, no, I'm not gonna happen. I'm about to light you up. I'm about to put a big ass hole in you, bro, and you're not gonna be able to hurt nobody else. But again, the movie's not like that, right? And then the part that made me mad on the bus scene was just like, it's 20, 25 people on the bus and y'all all running from one dude with a chainsaw. Like, y'all could have easily just jumped this dude and took the chainsaw from him and used it against him, but everybody is just that fear factor, like, oh my God, it's a chainsaw, everybody run. But they could have just turned on him and over overpowered him and beat dude the hell up because he wasn't as strong as the other Texas Chainsaws, like 100%. He was not intimidating at all, bro. If y'all see that movie, I encourage you guys to go see that movie. If you can sit through the whole movie, man, let me know what you guys think. But that movie was doo-doo. And then at the end of the movie, it was just doo-doo, bro. He ends up murking Melody. He comes out, he's still alive. You know that old thing like, oh man, I'm glad it's over type deal. And then out of nowhere, the same boo-boo thing happened. He comes and kills her. He chops her head off. And her sister's on the top of the thing like, no, he killed my sister. Oh no. The car's just driving by itself. And she's on top of the sunroof. Oh no, oh. And he's holding her head like this. He does like the little, you know the little thing the Texas Chainsaw do, the shit that makes him cool in the first place. He's like, he does like a chainsaw dance. And he scrapes against the ground, like the ground and stuff like that. But he tried to do the same thing with her head in his hand, and it just wasn't hitting the same. It was just like, he was like this and stuff. Like he had a hula hoop. Like he was just like stripping for like, I don't know. Like he was just, that movie was so bad, bro. Like I'm mad. Like y'all probably laughing down in the comment section, but it's bad. Like it was a horrible movie. Like I was waiting. I tell you, like I was supporting the hell out of this movie because it just looked good. And I don't know, and if it's anybody out there that's like, damn, I want to be a director one day, and you're not inspired, bro, this movie will inspire you to make sure like you can do anything you put your mind to, because whoever made this movie wasn't there. It was just a bunch of useless killing. You remember back then you can watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you'd be like, oh man, that's nasty, I can't look. Bro, I was like, the whole time, like it was nothing scary. You can tell when the jump scares was gonna happen. It was just boo-boo. Like I just couldn't do it. And I'm just disappointed about that. I had so many high expectations, and anybody that's seen this movie probably gonna be down in the comment section like, oh yeah, he's right. But the acting was bad, the visuals was bad, like the gore and all that stuff looked fake, it looked doo-doo. You could tell they didn't put too much effort into most of the scenes, and like it just was bad. Like I really wish it could have been different. I feel like a lot of the scenes were out of order. I think it would have been better if the sheriff would have showed up while he was attacking them and then kind of like shot him and like, hey, do you remember who I am? 50 years ago you killed my friends. And they kind of had like a little thing, and he changed, you know, he goes after her and she shoots and like the gun jams maybe, and they like, you know, knock it out her hand, like something like that. But it felt like the sequence in which the things were happening, it just felt out of place. Like it didn't have any thought behind it. It was just like, okay, let's try to appeal to the younger generation and just kill, and it just wasn't hitting the same, man. It was just like how Jeepers Creepers was. Jeepers Creepers 1 was like the best one ever. I don't care what nobody say. Jeepers Creepers 1 was dope. Jeepers Creepers 2 was dope, and then they made 3, and I was just like, what is this, man? Like, why do y'all have to go overboard and do this? Like, whose mind is this? Like, what made you think about that? Like, you have to understand, there's many people watching this movie, bro, and they're like, oh yeah, this is it, I love it. And I'm just like, no, bruh, this is not it. This is not it whatsoever. Who made you? Like, why would you do something like this and put your name on it? Like, I don't know, y'all, like, when dude, bro, I forgot to show this picture right here, bro. This girl, this is her war face, I guess. The dude, she picked up her chainsaw and thought she did something, but dude, that didn't work. And I just was like, all this happened was because his mom passed, and it's just like he got mad and just started killing everybody. It wasn't like back then, his mom was already passed. So it was just like, wasn't he like adopted or something like that in the past movies? Like he didn't have no parents and he was just working at a butcher shop. It was just none of that. It didn't follow anything, bro. And it was just, I didn't land on Netflix. Netflix landed on me and showed this doo-doo ass movie. I haven't put a thumbs down on a movie in a minute, bro. I know you guys can see it in my eyes. Like I had to take a break from filming this too, because I was just like, I was getting irritated, and I was just like, there's no way that somebody could make something like this. Bruh, oh man. But yeah, man, that would be it for all this video. If you guys are new to the channel, Reprisalzems, and welcome to the Crow's Nest, man. If you guys haven't seen it, man, the movie is on Netflix. It's called Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022. Doo-doo. But hey, everybody's opinion is different. But a lot of people say Eight-Legged Freaks is stupid. Eight-Legged Freaks is one of my favorite sci-fi movies, man. I hate spiders, but that movie just hit different. Like it was just an aspect I've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? Like it was another one like volcano spiders or arachnophobia. Arachnophobia is a really good spider movie too. Like I hate spiders, but Eight-Legged Freaks was just funny to me. It was comical and it was pretty cool. I thought it was a good concept. But everybody's everybody's different, man. Go see it for yourself. Don't take my word for it, but I would say this is probably one of the worst horror movies of this year. I heard they're supposed to be making like a Five Nights at Freddy's and a whole bunch of other stuff based off of games like Gears of War and some other stuff like that. So hopefully that turns out better than what I just seen. My eyeballs need to be rinsed out, bruh. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.